Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Caddx Baby Ratel. It is the smallest Starlight Nano FPV camera. Even has the wiring soldered onto the back to save the amount of space instead of having connectors. Measures in at 14 millimeters by 14 millimeters. Has a 1200 TV line, a 1.8 millimeter Caddx Type CA HD lens. Has a field of view of 160 degrees. The image sensor is a 118 Sony Super Wide Dynamic Range Starlight HDR sensor. 0.0001 lux minimum illumination. Weighs in at 4.6 grams. Has a 8 millisecond low latency. You can change from NTSC to PAL. And you can also change from 16:9 aspect ratio to 4:3 aspect ratio. Comes with a 14 millimeter to 19 millimeter casing. The input voltage is 3.3 volts to 5.5 volts. Also comes with a bag of goodies containing some wiring harness connectors, Allen wrench, lots of screws, and the 5-way control pad. So I got it on the Emax Tinyhawk 2 Freestyle, and it fits on there very well, but the up tilt is an issue. It cannot tilt above this particular angle because it will hit the bottom plate. Now I tried hacking away at it, but since I don't use a lot of up tilt anyway, and it was going to be compromising the frame integrity, so I left it right here, but it can be adjusted to an up tilt of about 35 degrees and beyond if you loosen up the frame and clear the bottom plate. However, it will stick out and it can be easily damaged. So it is either up about 15 to 20 degrees up tilt or beyond the 35-degree up tilt. Now my sweet spot is right about 25-degree up tilt, but I'm going to leave it at the lower level, the 15 to 20 degree up tilt, because with this 18 millimeter lens and its 160 degree field of view, it is still working out good. So here's the original Tinyhawk 2 Freestyle with the runcam Nano 2. And here's the other Tinyhawk 2 Freestyle with the Caddx Baby Ratel. So let's do a little side-by-side comparison between the two. So here's the original Tinyhawk with the runcam Nano 2. And here's the Caddx Baby Ratel. A top and bottom split with Baby Ratel on top and runcam on the bottom. Runcam on the left and Caddx on the right. This is about 11 a.m. by the way. And take a look at how clear and bright the Baby Ratel is on the right. So here we are looking at it just after sunset. The Baby Ratel is on the left and runcam Nano 2 is on the right. Okay, so it is now about 10 minutes after sunset, and we still have the Caddx Baby Ratel on the left and the runcam Nano 2 is on the right. Okay, so it is about 10 minutes later now, and it is starting to get pretty dark. The Baby Ratel is still on the left, and the runcam is still on the right. As you can see, the Baby Ratel is so much more brighter because of the Starlight sensor. Okay, so it is now 10 more minutes later, and it is starting to get very dark. The baby Ratel is still on the left and the runcam is still on the right. Now it is impossible for me to fly with the runcam Nano 2, but with the baby Ratel, yeah, I can still fly. So here I quickly went into the backyard to show how it looks like in the backyard. So maybe it took about 1 to 2 minutes here. So the baby Ratel is still on the left and the runcam is still on the right. Okay, so here we are right after sunset to show you guys how it looks like with the Caddx baby Ratel. And this is right after the sun has disappeared into the horizon. Looks very nice. It looks like almost a cloudy day. And here is a flight in the backyard now, about 10 minutes after the little flight that I had in the front yard. So it is a little bit darker. And with the solar lights on, they are helping out a lot. Although you don't really need the solar lights at this time of the day or night, but it does help to see where your point of interests are. All right, so here we are about 10 minutes more later, and we are still in the backyard, and it is starting to get a little bit dark, and now the solar lights are helping out even more. And I have these motion activated solar lights right there. It just turned on, so those are helping out a lot. If you haven't seen my review on those motion activated solar light panels, I'll leave a link right up on the top right corner as well as on the bottom in the video description. They are just awesome for night flying as well as having solar security lights for your security purposes. And here's another one right here on the fence. When you get close to it, yep, it activates it, motion detects, and the light turns on, which is just awesome. So it is getting pretty dark, and the solar lights are helping out a lot, but this motion activated solar panel helps out even more. Once again, brightens up the whole backyard. Really nice. So you can fly almost in complete darkness with the help of a little bit of solar lights with the Caddx baby Ratel. All right, so here we are in the front yard once again, and I've waited until it got completely dark to make this flight. And in the front yard, there is a light post, so it helps out a lot with a little bit of solar lights on the ground. So if you get away from any type of light source, it is a little bit too dark to fly at night. So you do require a little bit of illumination for flying with the Caddx baby Ratel, just like the Caddx Ratel. So that'll do it for this video review of the Caddx baby Ratel. Now there are some links to the camera down below, and if you decide you want to check out the baby Ratel, it will help out the channel if you use the links provided down below. So coming up next is a daytime flight with both the runcam Nano 2 and the Caddx Baby Ratel on the Emax Tinyhawk 2 Freestyle. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.